Hello?
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
This
How you
is
going?
so cool. I'm
Yeah.
good. Now, are
Good.
you Rob or Rod?
R.W.R, short for Robert.
I'm so excited to talk to you.
Yeah, same.
Do you have an accent?
I'm Kiwi.
Okay. I don't know. There's just something there, and I thought, this. I feel like I've lost my knack for guessing. I used to be really good. I used to be able to tell where someone lived from like one village in England to the next village.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, what? You're not from Australia? That's just terrible. Sorry, like I said, I did drink a second copy today. Did I say? I said it on the chat.
Yeah.
And it's probably not a very sensible idea because we'll be tangent central and I'm really not supposed to do that later in the day because I get too relaxed. I get a bit silly.
Yeah, nice.
So I will be very sensible and serious because there is a virus. It's affecting everyone deeply.
If you see me, moving around, or that's because Harry cat is lurking like a great white shark. So
It's another cat.
here he is. Hello.
Oh my goodness. It's a ginger. I feel an affinity. So tell me, how has your life been over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's look, it's that kind of feeling like leading up to Christmas, but kind of more intense. Particularly with the supermarket, like if you hear some scratching, it's Harry. I don't have a door to close him off from the kitty litter. He actually hates me. If I'm ever on the phone or talking to someone, that's when he decides. So anyway.
That's jealous.
I feel incredibly lucky, or not lucky, I guess privileged, because I have a continuing other job. So I'm now working from home. This is my lunch break. But that being said, I think it's really, really, really important for us who are in that position basically to treat this like the lead up to Christmas in terms of looking out for all those people who aren't in that same position. And like I keep saying, this is unprecedented. This is the time to make sure your cafe, you leave a tip, even if that's not what you normally do, or if you don't want to go in there, or, there's so many things we can do online with supporting food banks and, along with our bookstores who are, as authors, there are lots.
Yeah. There was one this morning. I was just chatting to a friend as a Dymocks, and they were talking to someone from Dymocks who was just basically in tears because they just don't know what they're going to do. They're just so stuck with how they're going to stay open and keep business going.
Yeah, no, it's awful. So look, if you can, people out there that do have, ongoing work, start, and if you can, just even buying 1 or 2 advanced birthday presents for people now and giving them to them, book vouchers, things like that. I just think we really have to pull out all the stops. And I'll be having a chat with the kids and saying, look, what for your birthdays, where do you want to donate to? Like, it's going to be that year. You know what I mean? It really has to be.
And we've got a birthday coming up and this weekend, and I haven't quite got the presents because I just am disorganized. And part of me's thinking, will they run out? And I'm like, run out of what? Like spy pens. She wants a spy pen. So I'm like, okay. And she goes, you can get them at Kmart or Big W. Right, she's 6, nearly 7. I'm like, okay. I went around Kmart and it's so hard to concentrate on what you're looking for because you keep thinking, is this the last time I'm going shopping in a few months? Are we allowed to go to Kmart? It doesn't sell food. What are we going to be able to do in a month? I don't even know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get a spy pen. I couldn't find one.
And I was going to ask, and what is a spy pen? That sounds pretty cool.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, get a candle. But no, I think it's got a black light on the other end. But I bet she saw it in a catalogue and thinks they've got it at the shop. I don't know. They talk. They're little rumour mongers, these kids.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And if it's small and can get lost or falls to pieces, then even more popular. Yeah. Remember loom bands? Oh.
We have them. We still have so many loom bands. And now my son has braces with the bands.
Oh, yeah.
It's really tempting just swap them over at night. couple of multicolours in there. That'd look nice. No. But yeah, and dentist, he has to see the dentist every 6 weeks with his braces.
Yeah.
Otherwise, his teeth will malform.
And what's happening with dentists? I was thinking about that.
No, just going to have to keep going and hope for the best.
Yeah.
It's probably more of a risk for them.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know. It's probably best if I don't think about it too hard.
Yeah. As an author, I mean, I was incredibly lucky that my debut came out June last year.
The Nancy's, do you have it there?
Yes.
I do love this cover.
Prepared earlier.
I absolutely love that cover.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Very,
and so
very
how
good.
was your launch? What do you think is the best bit?
Look, I loved all the firsts and all of it, and there was bits like hearing from readers who, I think for me the most nerve-wracking is when people I know read it, because
yeah.
But I mean, you've got all this wonderful thing.
Look at you trying not to frighten me. That's very sweet of you.
No. But I mean, it is amazing when, people you don't, have never met in your life feel compelled to send you an email to say what it meant to them or how they related to it. Yeah, you've got all of that to look forward to. It really is just incredible.
I had a friend who read a very early copy, who then has gone and gotten diagnosed on the spectrum.
Oh, wow.
It's not even out yet.
Yeah.
She did say I could mention that, by the way.
Yeah.
And, in life, I'm allowed to say, because I said, now I have to not say this, which is not an easy thing for me, She said, no, that's absolutely fine. So I'm trying to convince my mum it's fiction.
Yeah.
And she's not convinced.
Yeah. Oh, look.
But did you have any conflicts there with people thinking they were in the book, or?
Yeah, particularly from people who are from the small town that it's based on. And giving me names of people who they thought were the characters. And I made the characters are themselves. I didn't go, I'm going to put you in a book. But it's amazing, yeah. And they really, even if I say, no, they still think, no, right, yeah. So it's gonna happen for sure.
Oh no.
But look, I hope you have a launch, like a post-launch launch. You know what I mean? Once all this craziness is over, then I think you should.
There'll be an online launch.
Yeah, an online launch, yeah.
I was a bit launch scared anyway, so that's okay.
It is intense. Like, it's overwhelming and intense. For some reason, I didn't think that I was going to be in the room with all these people from different parts of my life all together. And I'm looking around going, what?
You don't normally see them at the same. It's like when you have a big birthday.
Yeah.
And you get people from home and work or where, and not that I've done this very much. There's one big birthday party, and I was like, you guys aren't normally in the same space.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. Don't tell each other stories. Oh my God. No. I'm much more comfortable with strangers. I'd love a room of strangers, so it would be great.
Yeah, perfect. That's all right. And online, you can just, turn the camera off.
I'm much more myself online. And so what are you working on right now?
So I'm in this weird position where I've got something on submission, which I find really hard to concentrate anyway on writing when I put something on submission.
Yeah.
So I'm actually working on a complete separate standalone, which nothing to do with the Nancy's. And it's been quite nice because it's set in 1933 England. It's a kind of a riff on the Manor House murder mystery, sort of, that weekend in the country mansion. So it's been nice to be able to just, watch Gosford Park, do some sort of Agatha Christie reading, and just, do a little bits of research and just. That's
good research, yeah.
Tap away. Like yeah. So that's been quite nice compared to, being in the world of the Nancy's, which has been fantastic. But that's been 4 years so far, with maybe some more to come. So
So, fingers crossed.
Yay, yeah.
We won't read too much into everything. It's fine. My daughter's a massive Nancy Drew fan. She's read every single Nancy Drew. And I just think I didn't realise that the Nancy's related to that in its hint.
Yes.
And now I get stuck between who am I giving the Nancy's to? Who's your ideal? If I'm buying it for a present for one of my family members,
Yeah.
I have my 12-year-old son. I was thinking, now my 6-year-old started reading Nancy Drew, but that's just weird and wrong. And then she found it on her Kindle. So then there's my son. My mum is an Agatha Christie nut. So
Yes.
she's a real determined, hardcore fan. So, but I'm trying to bring her into the new age. And
Yeah, I think your mum. That would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this is my to be read pile behind me.
Yeah.
So there's, can you see that?
Oh, look. That is good.
And there's some creepy photos in here actually, but
yeah, we've got all the old yellow ones, and in my vlog you can see behind me this long yellow line that messed with the color balance hilariously of the hard copy ones, and then there's a Kindle full of all the rest. Because it was on Kindle, my daughter just sorted obsessively. So we have a lot, although they're very upset it's not the same person that writes them all.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. Here's the creepy photos. Can you see?
Oh, I love them. See, because no, wait. Amazing. Oh, gross. Oh no.
Yeah. There's another. Yeah.
No, I missed that bit.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. Luckily, it turns out okay.
Okay, I'm always a little surprised they're aimed at children, the Nancy Drews.
Totally. Yeah, she's got a gun and everything.
But the best bit, this is completely unrelated to anything important and relevant in life, but my 6-year-old was reading this Nancy Drew she found on the Kindle, and I said, oh, what's happening? She goes, oh, she's just crashed her comfortable again. It took us a little while for the convertible to sink in. And then
I love that.
She just was so embarrassed. It's like her comfortable. She just keeps on crashing her comfortable. Someone's driving into it, Mum. So, but there you go. It's nothing like crashing your comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have any parting advice or words for the community?
I just be kind. I think we have to be actively kind, like find ways to be kind. And
I like that.
I think, and really look out for those people who don't have a safety net, and those people who already were or already are the most vulnerable in society, and don't wait for the government to do, to save them. Like, we've got to do it. Anything they do on top of course, fantastic, but that doesn't give us a free pass not to do anything.
That's very true. Very wise words. I like them.
So thank you so much for doing this series. Absolutely love it. It's one of my new favorite things. And how fantastic is it getting to see inside other people's houses? It's
so good, except I can't be by my bookshelf, which is devastating. But you can see, there's some weird stuff.
There's like a VW van.
What is that? Oh yeah, there's the Lego. This is my daughter's having she likes bees at the moment. We're making a bee display. So there are some flowers going around. If you have a lovely lunch break, I will, what's left of it now.
Bye. Bye.
The number you have dialed has been changed.